Hey everyone, welcome back to Jeep Trips. So this vlog covers one of our random days and a random trip during our stay in Assam.
Straight.
Beautiful morning. This is the campus of the Tejpur Central University. Today we are planning to drive towards the Kaziranga National Park. We'll not go inside the national park because we heard that there was an Omicron case and the resort that we had actually booked had been closed down. So we don't know how it's going to be in terms of the situation, whether guests will be allowed the safaris and all. So we thought we'll just take the drive towards Kaziranga because the road itself is beautiful. We'll drive through the Kaziranga National Park Animal Corridor, which is a two-way street and just maybe a two-lane street in fact, and lots of incoming vehicles from the other sides as well. So you really have to drive slow, so that will take a lot of time. From Tejpur it's around maybe 120 odd kilometers towards Kaziranga, and then we are also planning to go to one of the waterfalls near Kaziranga, which is the Kakochang waterfall, and it's actually in the district of Karbi Anglong, which is one of the hilly districts in the state of Assam. And we also heard that there are some lovely water crossings on the way to the waterfalls, so we'll try to explore all of that and we'll see how it is. And on our way back we'll also stop at the Orchid Museum near the Kaziranga National Park, of course. And that Orchid Museum actually is also home to an ethnic museum that showcases a lot of ethnic fishing equipment, agricultural equipment, musical instruments from the folklore of Assam. So that gives a good glimpse of the entire ethnic landscape of this whole state of Assam. So stay tuned for more updates on this video. Looks like that's King Kong or Godzilla holding a helicopter. Our kid wants to have a glimpse of it, so we briefly stopped our vehicle here. Seems like it's a restaurant in the theme of Godzilla. We'll drive on because it's not safe to park your vehicle. It's a very narrow road and you hardly can find space to park over here. That's the Burapahar range, and you need to be really careful while driving on this stretch because there are several blind curves and you really don't know what's coming in from the opposite direction. At times it also becomes quite foggy, especially at night and in the mornings. And here looks like we have sighted a rhino, and we are trying to find the rhino through the lens of the camera. We are trying to zoom in a little bit. No, it's not visible at this point. Maybe we have to stop the vehicle and see if we can show you the rhino. Rhinos are typical sights on both sides of the road here because it's part of the vast Kaziranga National Park, and they sometimes treat onto the highway as well, and that's why there are a lot of speed limits here Usually, you should not cross those speed limits because there are
Yeah,
speed
standing
guns
in a statue
installed
park.
at many
Yeah.
places. There you go.
It's not
You can
even
see
little bit moving.
the gray color animal over there grazing happily. Yes, that's a famous one-horned rhino that you find in the Kaziranga National Park.
Hero is, eh?
That's a stork as
He's
well,
waiting in the same spot.
roaming around the
Is
rhino.
it?
Usually, you find a lot of storks and other birds sitting on rhinos, plucking the insects from their skin. So it's like a mutual relationships that these birds have with these uh, wild animals. Continuing our journey towards Kakochang, that's about 15 kilometers from the main gate of the Kaziranga National Park. So we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. So from the highway, you have to take a right and drive for about 10 kilometers through a couple of tea gardens and forests to reach this place. It's a place called Kaifolangso in the Kabianglong district, not too far from Kaziranga. And if you happen to visit Kaziranga, you can also make a trip to this lovely place full of these water crossings. The sound of water is quite pleasing. This is the main parking area where you'll need to park your vehicle. Usually people are not allowed to take their vehicles from this point onwards, and you'll have to walk for around 5,000 steps from here to reach the waterfalls. And these are lovely streams that you encounter while you're walking towards the waterfalls. And you have to be a little extra cautious here with the oncoming vehicles because there's splash water on you and you'll be drenched for the whole day. You encounter several iron bridges like this over the water crossings to reach the waterfall, and this is one of those damaged bridges, and my son is a little scared and skeptical of crossing there because as you see. But finally we made it, and now driving towards the Orchid Park near Kaziranga National Park. And here you go, a lot of ethnic stuff over here. Some of those we are seeing for the first time in our lives. uh, Majorly agricultural equipment and ethnic fishing equipment, as we can see here, and all these storage items, vessels that you would typically find in ethnic kitchens. It's quite an interesting place and gives a rich insight into the ethnic life of Assam and its numerous tribes. ইয়াতে মিউজিকেল ইনষ্ট্ৰুমেণ্টবিলাক আছে।
boating আছে, children's park আছে আৰু cultural event হয়। মানে আৰু দিতে মানে
In artificial hills, book them to grow in artificial hills city.
ইমান ধুনীয়া লাগিছে ন?
In this artificial hills, book them.
So that is it, folks. This is one of the random days of our stay in Assam, and we'd like to wind up with these lovely flowers. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Until then, take care.